Hey guys, this is just me and Minecraft, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable in Minecraft. Now, if you remember last time when the screen went black, there was no sound, and it was not working, and I just eventually restarted the map. Well, the author told me, the creator of the map, Halfcrafted, I think he was Halfcrafted, yeah, he told me that actually the download was corrupted and the sounds are not working. So that is why the screen just went black and nothing happened. He was supposed to be talking there. So I'm going to go through the map again, and this time will not happen. Also, you may have noticed last part, there may have been a few parts besides where the screen went black, where the screen just was black anyway. The screen wasn't supposed to be black. That was because for some reason my editing program, it was just going black. I don't know why, it just did. So I'm sorry if some parts of this video may be black for no reason, but I'll try to avoid that. Maybe that won't happen this time. I have no idea why that happened. So anyway, let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Alright, we're in again. Sorry if you may notice.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Okay.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Dun, dun, dun.
No one had showed up to give him instructions.
I did that last
call a
time too.
meeting, or even say hi.
I'm just repeating myself.
Never
now.
in all his years at the company had this happen. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Darn it,
to
I did
check
that
on his
last time too.
coworkers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
I just repeated exactly what I did with the dun 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 and the accidentally walking out of the room too early. Yeah. Yes, I don't really vary much in what I do. Alright, so normal office, just as last time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a different
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, screw you, I'm going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, that's a lovely
Yes,
toilet.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show off a few more endings today. Maybe 2 more like I did last time. So maybe
But
they'll
eager
actually
to
work.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Which way did I go last time? I remember I went down here, and then where did I go? Decisions. I'm gonna go this way. I don't think I went this way last
Stanley
time.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I guess
someone
so.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? What are you talking about? No. A very long, dark hallway. Okay, I'll just have to walk out into this perpetual blackness. La 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 la. Okay, so over here it appears we have a lever and a block of white. Oh. This is a phone. It looks exactly like a phone. I've never seen anything more phone-like. What's this tripwire? Okay. Oh yeah, it must be the phone wire.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Wait,
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? The death of a man named Stanley? Is there something to do here? I gotta die in here? Is that what he means? Am I gonna die in here? Is this the door? I'll open and close the door and see if I can finally decipher this meaning of what I'm supposed to do. It's not working. What do I do? Admire this lovely tulip? No, it is very nice, I suppose. And I love this empty white void, it's a very nice view. That. Yes. Yeah, I've actually, last week I think I did something online. I'm pretty sure I was wrong. I think this is actually based off a new version thing, so I'm saying that. Really? Just say this in here. Doesn't know what happens. Oh, am I supposed to start death in here? I'm clearly starting. I was waiting here forever, is that it? Was that it? Is that it? Come on, gotta do something. Sorry, I didn't back. Oops. Sorry. I was just, I think I'll say what. Oh gosh. Oh, I was thinking. No, yeah, you should. Close enough. No, I was else doing right here. That was the last thing I have to do. There we go. That's something. Close enough. Close enough. I tried to do forever. Is that it? I didn't accidentally install a resource pack in the eye. Is this correct? Is this supposed to happen? I'm sorry, it's just still nothing. Get me out of here. It's only out of here. I swear I reinstalled resource packs, new version. I swear I did. I know I did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You know what? You know what? I think I'm just gonna restart the map like I did last time. Like I did every other freaking time. Because there's nothing happening. There's nothing. I'm just in a room. I'm just in a room. I really hope my audio isn't corrupted again. Oh well. Okay, I'll be back soon, I guess. Alright, I'm back. Let's just do this again.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Let's fast forward this again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're back again, just exactly like last episode. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I was supposed to restart. I probably did something wrong there, and I probably wasn't supposed to wait, or probably the audio's corrupted again, and I didn't notice. And now the map maker's probably all upset now that I'm probably a giant idiot, but whatever. I'm going to go left, this time. I'm gonna show off all of it, like at least
Yet
two more
there was not a
engines.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Up we go! By the way, there's a very nice projector here. There's nothing really projecting, but let's continue.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You're gonna walk upstairs, because I've already gone downstairs, and you know what happens there. Also, that was where the audio was corrupted. Actually, I'm gonna go downstairs again, just to see if this is going to properly function right.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
Yeah, here we go.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment
Dun, dun,
for
dun.
no reason at all.
Is it?
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes, they are.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
Nope,
last,
it's not.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yay, I'm not
He
crazy.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yep.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too
Yay.
appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
It
that
is
he'd
fun.
still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
What is
And
going
while he
on?
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Yes, it was.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I?
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Alright, well, there you go. That was that ending. Something else gonna happen now? Anything? Alright, well I think I'm going to try to show off one more ending in this video. And then, because then that would make it, let's see, because in the yesterday I showed off 2 endings, and this ending was technically, actually, I already showed it off, but I kind of showed it off more, so then I did another ending, which is the one with the wife, so that means I've done 3 so far, 3 endings, and there are 7 endings so far in the game that the author has added, and he's planning on adding more, so I think I'm going to show off 1 more, make it 4, so you'll be able to see a little over half of the endings, and the rest of the ones you can see yourself. Okay. And back again. You know the drill. Fast forward past this part, blah blah blah. Okay.
This is the story of a man named
Actually, I'm just gonna
Stanley.
cut this part out this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alrighties then. So, decisions. I'm gonna go left, like he said.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
oh
of
my gosh, I'm
disbelief,
so surprised.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yes, and this time I'm going to go up, because I've already
Coming
seen
to a
that.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. He's not here. Oh, wait, no,
Stepping
this is
into his
office.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, he couldn't have.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
But why is
who
it beeping
orchestrated
again?
this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, I don't know what, I think I've kind of screwed it up. Oh wait, no I haven't. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it repeated, but oh well. And sorry about overlapping the audio. Okay, ooh, elevator.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, so we're in a dark passageway, which I'm guessing it will come to a set of monitors. Yes, I've seen the game. And I am starting to think that this may be from the original mod again. I know I keep changing my mind. Mind control facility. I wonder what that could mean.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't see many screens.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
The truth has been revealed. I really like how he had everything lit up. That was really nice.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
It can't
Had
be.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I suppose I did. Let's go up this ladder and see if we can do something up here, probably related to disabling the mind control machine.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Nope.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What do these buttons do anyway? What if I just make myself happy? Yes, I feel very happy with myself right now. Yes I do. This button is so satisfying right now. I can press this button forever. But I won't. I shall disable this terrible machine. Where are these buttons? Okay. What's this giant red button? What are all these? Zero? I have no idea what this stuff is. 4. What's this? Need input. Oh, so I can turn the machine off or on. Off. Okay. There's a hole in the wall there.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes.
Was it over?
Could it really be over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yeah.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Wow.
Freedom was mere moments
Yay.
away. And yet,
I did it.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yay.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
Nice.
was happy.
What? Oh. I think the screen was supposed to go white here, but it didn't work out very well. I'm just going to pretend that the screen is white. The screen has gone white, and it's all happy. It's a happy ending. Yay! Oh, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Sorry. I'll put it back. Okay, well anyway, as we get the good ending, you know, the proper ending, I suppose I'll end it here, so you can go see more endings. Unless you want me to, if you want me to play any more, just let me know in the comments. And I will show off more endings, if you so wish. If you want me to play more. But for now, I'm gonna end the video here. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe button, or even put it in your favorites if you liked it that much. And I'll see you guys later, I suppose. Bye. Bye.